Hello, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Victor once again. It's another day, so we have another scholarship. So, today we'll be looking at fully funded BSc and Master's scholarships, fully funded bachelor's and master's scholarships in Australia, particularly at the University of Canberra. So, this university has generous scholarships for international students from Latin America, Southeast Asia, Africa, and South Asia. And if you get the scholarship, or rather, when you get the scholarship, you'll be resuming early next year, first semester 2023. So, what does it entail? Well, to get the scholarship, you have to have a profile that aligns with the core values of the university. So if I were you, I'll go and read this bit up, the bit of information on the core value and purpose of the university. Read it closely and see how best to align my profile to the core values of the university. So this is the homework you have to do yourself. And then you have to demonstrate commitment to social engagement, sustainability, and reducing inequality. So, whatever field you are in, look for how to align your experience, your background with these issues, the issue of social engagement, sustainability, and reducing inequality. And by the way, there are different courses in this university, different faculties, that the practical sciences, humanities, social sciences, business, and the rest of them. So, whatever field you're coming from, try to streamline them to these principles. So let's move on. There's a nice video here from the Vice Chancellor where you get the snippets on why this scholarship is important and why they are taking up this initiative. So, what does it cover? It's up to 50,000 Australian dollars, and it will cover your full tuition. It will give you campus accommodation, and you also have in your pocket 10,000 Australian dollars. There are also miscellaneous expenses such as your visa fees, flight fees, and every other thing. Those additional expenses you might incur in your first year, especially while moving from one continent to another or from one country to another. That's from your country to Australia in this case. So, to be qualified for this, you have to be located offshore, that's outside Australia. You must have applied but not yet started an undergraduate program or a master's coursework degree program. And then you have a satisfactory academic performance. Then you have like an unconditional or conditional offer. An unconditional offer is an offer where you do not need to submit any other document. They've given you the admission already. A conditional offer is one where probably there are a number of documents you've not submitted yet. And they're like, okay, bring this document and then you get in. So you have to get either a conditional or unconditional offer by the deadline of this scholarship. And the deadline is in October, I believe. We'll be checking out the deadline very soon. And then things about your visa, they're going to assist you to get the visa as well, so do not worry. And this doesn't cover your dependent, so it covers only you. It doesn't cover like your wife or husband or children. So if you bring in like your spouse or children, you have to cover those fees yourself. This scholarship doesn't cover child or spousal fees. So in your statement, you have to demonstrate financial need, demonstrate commitments. As we said, most of those principles we looked at initially about equality, sustainability, and things like that. I think these issues are not new in the first place. These things mentioned here about community impact and the rest of them, and how you intend to impact your country, how you intend to engage in the new environment, and things like that. Actually, these are questions they ask very frequently in other scholarships as well. So, if you need tips on how to write these essays, in case you were asked to write them for this scholarship, just go to my channel. This is my channel. Just scroll down a little and go to essay tips. These are essay tips for different scholarships, including the MasterCard, the Commonwealth, Chevening, and the rest of them. These questions are quite similar to these ones I think they are hinting on here as well. So how do you apply? Well, this scholarship actually opened since April. It has been out since April. Quite surprising. I wonder why I didn't see it before now. Unfortunately, there is time to apply. It closes in October. But you remember we read in one of the conditions that you need to have at least a conditional offer by the deadline. So this October deadline is quite tricky. Do not wait till October to apply, but rather you can apply now and make sure you get admitted either conditionally or unconditionally by this date. So you're able to apply for the scholarship. So a two-way application process. One way you apply for the course and the other way you apply for the scholarship. Very soon we'll be looking at the list of courses, the different list of courses here at the university. And remember, it's 2023 intake. So we'll be coming back to this very soon. And of course, to apply for the scholarship, there's an apply button here. Probably they will ask you about your basic details, and then they might tell you to write one or two essays about the things we looked at initially, like community action, sustainability, inequality, and things like that. For those essay strategies, I've showed you where to get inspirations from. Just go to the essay tab on my channel and see the different methods of writing scholarship essays. This is actually one of our strongest points in this YouTube video. We are almost specialists at writing scholarship essays, so take advantage of the materials here. So terms and conditions, just to show you something quickly, is a quick summary of what we've seen already. Tuition, on-campus accommodation, your living stipend, and miscellaneous expenses such as your flight, your visa application, medical check, overseas student health coverage, and the rest of them. So, of course, you can read this on your own at your free time. So, let's quickly rush the list of courses. You can see it's a very lengthy list. This scholarship covers BSc and master's coursework. In Australia, you have master's research and master's coursework. So make sure when you're applying, you put an emphasis on the coursework. So lots of bachelor's programs here. And then look for the master's as well. Master's programs as well. Let me see if any of them catches my interest. So I've seen one here, international development. Let's see the basic application requirements. So you're meant to go to one of the courses here. Make sure you check the applications requirements. Make sure it's open for international students as well. And then apply. So read the course carefully. This is what the course covers, the modules of the course and everything. Or the opportunities rather the course will avail you to. And check for application requirements. So to apply for this course, you need a bachelor's degree already. And then we can go back and check for another course. Let's check for a bachelor's course. By the way, there's a apply button here, as you can see up here. So where you get further details on how to apply. Let's go for a bachelor's in, let's see, the lots of courses here. So let's go for bachelor's in engineering technology as well. So as well, read through carefully and check for the applications requirements. Check for the applications requirements. And of course, there's an apply button here. So do your own due diligence by digging up information that you need to bolster your application and to clarify your doubts. But before we go, I'd like to show you the English language conditions. Usually, you're required to provide either the IELTS or the TOEFL. But I have good news for a number of people who studied in English language majority countries. For instance, I just opened this tab before I started the video, and members of citizens of these countries will have to submit English language test. And already I see my country there. It is Nigeria already. You see? So check if your country is on the list. And also read other requirements on how you can get waivers in case your country is not there. And that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. Fully funded BSc and MSc scholarships at the University of Canberra in Australia. And in your pocket, you'll be getting full tuition covered, free accommodation on campus, 10,000 Australian dollars, and it will also cover miscellaneous expenses. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. Take advantage of this opportunity. Start putting your documents together and apply as soon as possible. Remember, you do not need to wait till the October deadline. You must get admission, whether conditional or unconditional, before the October deadline. And then you can proceed, come to this website and apply for the scholarship. So we cannot wait to celebrate you. Start putting your documents together, start writing your essays, and we'll see you at the top sooner than later. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.